seems that it just keeps getting worse for Visma bike, at least here in the Giro d'Italia. What's the latest? What can you tell us about Kian going home?
Like yesterday at the finish line, he was not completely fit, and that developed into being even less fit, more in the hotel, developing a fever, and in the end coming to the conclusion in the late evening that it was already impossible to take the start today.
It's a big blow for him and for the team.
Yeah, of course. I mean, for him, it was his big goal of the year. He was in a perfect position in GC. He went through the week, the first week on a really good way, stayed out of troubles, being fifth in GC, having the white leaders jersey. We as a team wanted to aim for more. And also with the team, we prepared this race for a long time. He started with having a free roll here, where the focus was mainly in the first place on day result, but also during the first week, it turned out that he was that good that we also already supported him more and more, and especially after the first rest day, that it was really a goal also for us to go for an as good as possible GC with him, and now after the first rest day, the day after, that we had to take Olaf out, and again a day later that Kian is out, is a big blow for the team, and also both of the goals that we had afterwards with them are gone. So we have to resettle and then look forward again.
It's hard to believe this is the same team that won all 3 Grand Tours last year. Like, shows what crashes and sickness can do to a team.
Yeah, that's completely true. I mean, one year is not the other, but still we are still in the fighting mode. It was the goal already up front to win stages here in the first place. That's already that we had one day. Yesterday Jan Tratnik was close to win the second one. We still have 11 stages to go, and that is where we will fight for in the upcoming days. It won't be easy, but we still have 4 really motivated guys that will go for it.
Obviously, what you achieved last year, it takes a lot of kind of mental fortitude, mental strength from the whole organisation. This is a different kind of mental strength, isn't it? Which is more challenging.
Yeah, of course, but I think that we have been in a situation like this also before. I think the Tour of 21, we finished only with 4 riders, where we were also winning, I think, 4 stages in the end, and having still Jonas on the podium. I think that 2 years ago in the Giro, we started with the GC goal. That was also gone after, I think, 4 or 5 days, and then we also switched to stage results and we won 2 stages and the mountain jersey. So we have been in a situation like this. Also the guys prepared themselves for a long time for this Giro, and they're also not here just to continue the race, to follow. They are ready, they are prepared, they are physically in a good shape, and we want to fight for the chances that are still there.
What, if anything, does this mean for the Tour de France? Is there anything from here that we can draw for the Tour?
No, nothing. No. I mean, that's a completely different race again. We are here in the Giro. We are now in this situation, but we also know that we still will go for the chances that are coming.
Well, when we spoke yesterday, you talked about hopefully having your chance in the coming days. I think now, even more so, it's going to be important for you because you guys are down without Kian today and for the rest of the race. How does this change things for the team?
Yeah, obviously without a sprinter, without a GC rider, we are only riding for chances now. So I already get a lot of freedom in this race and not much pressure, and I'm really happy for that. But yeah, with losing Robert Hessing, for example, already at the first stage, that meant that either me or Jan Tratnik has to stay with Kian, because in the big mountain we came with a sprint train, and in the big mountains we also needed to have Kian. Now it sadly changed, and we don't have a GC rider anymore and not a sprinter anymore, so now it's all just trying to drop the bombs everywhere.
And I guess today is a Van Dijk day, would be the best man for the flat stage, and then in the next couple days you guys are doing attacks.
Yeah, I think now every day we have to try to do an attack. Probably not the day when it's a pure GC day or the day after tomorrow when it's a sprint stage. We don't need to waste our energies. We just have to take it also easy mentally a bit, because we had a lot of bad luck. So it's better to spend some days easy in the bunch, let's say, and then take all of our chances like today.
We were all used to the 2023 Jumbo Visma vintage. This vintage 2024 is quite different due to crashes and illness. How do you see things from within the team on how things are going towards this summer and here in the Giro?
Yeah, I just had a nice short chat with Larry Warbus yesterday. That everyone is thinking, what did they change that they are so good in HTSR, and they changed nothing. And I think a lot of people think, what did changed here? That we have so much bad luck or not as many results as last year. We changed nothing. It's just sport is beautiful. It's unpredictable. We did everything the same. I think I prepared even better than last year. We keep constantly improving, and then it doesn't work out. So we can affect a lot of things. We can force a lot of things, but in the end we cannot force life or the results. So we are really having a lot of bad luck. This is also putting you in a downward spiral. So we just have to stay positive in the head, and then it will stop at one point, and then try to go the other way.
Larry and AG2R would have us think it's all about the bike, but I think it's a sponsor. Oh, excuse me, it's a sponsor plug. And as you say, for you guys, a series of bad luck that seems to put all the attention on the bad luck.
Yeah, it's if it's about the bike, then we would also still winning a lot, because we're riding the same beautiful and super nice Cervelos like last year. So it's not the bikes, I can tell you. It's a lot of factors. It's losing the GC riders and the leaders of the team like Wout van Aert or Jonas Vingegaard also keeps the whole morale of the team a bit down, and there is not as big leaders to the team to work for. It's not up to us to show what we are here for. It's probably harsh what I'm saying, but if you imagine UAE team here now without Tadej Pogačar, they would also be trying their best and try to do something, but probably we would not say that they are the strongest teams. So of course you always need big leaders, and then then you can really show what you are capable of as a helper, as a rider. But we are here now without the leader, so we try to show what we are ready if we ride for ourselves.
Attila, we can always count on you to summarize things well, so thank you.
Thank you so much.
What are we in, stage 11? Have you ever raced this many days?
Yeah, I think today is my first step in unknown territory. I've done 10 in Baby Giro and L'Avenir, but today we step in unknown territory, so we'll see how the legs feel, but should be okay.
You're still looking fresh, bright eyes, a good smile as well. That's encouraging to see this far into a race.
Yeah, it's so far it's okay. We do the same thing every day and try to stay as fresh as possible, but for sure you feel a bit tired now, but I think I'm not the only one who feels tired, so we'll keep going day by day, and almost halfway.
Luke, sickness is kind of a theme in this Giro. A lot of guys are going around sniffles and such, and also it's taking out riders with Koy, and this morning we heard that Kian Utebrooks is out. How are things in your team, and what have you seen in the peloton when you guys are riding in the group? You're hearing a lot of people clearing their nose? Yeah,
I think a lot of people are sick. Who knows exactly what from, but for sure there's something going around. Within our team we still have 8 guys, and we've had maybe a little sniffles here and there, but we've been quite okay. Hopefully we can continue that way, but it's hard to avoid when you're in the top of mountains and you get a bit cold descending back down to the bus or whatever it is. So we're doing our best to try to stay healthy, but it's hard when you're racing full gas every day now for 10 days. I think as far as expectation, I didn't have a lot. I wasn't meant to do it until about a month before, so just really trying to enjoy the experience and do the best we can with Tim and Julian and the leaders we have here. For me, I contended one day stage 9. I got up there a bit in the sprint, but to be honest, I just didn't have the legs. But it was nice to take an opportunity where I could, and now, kind of like I said, we're in unknown territory with how many days I've raced, so we'll see how the legs feel, and if I have another chance, I'll go for it. But we want to try with Tim the next few sprint days. To be honest, I hadn't really thought about it at all. And then when the team brought up the idea, my initial thought was, well, I don't know, but then, it's a really nice race, I think, to start at a Grand Tour, especially with the leaders we have here and with Tim and being able to do the lead out and all of that. So it's been a really nice experience, and for sure, I'm happy I'm here now. Mentally, I'm quite okay. I think take it day by day, and I don't have any fear of it. I wouldn't say mentally, but physically for sure. You start to get tired, and we'll see how I feel physically. But right now, mentally, I'm quite okay with it, and just enjoying every day as we can. And if we can continue the good weather like this, I think we'll be in good shape. The toughest day so far, I think the first 10K after the rest day was actually the hardest part so far, and then we raced 60K before the break went. But for sure, that was the hardest for me so far. But we've had a nice gruppetto, and it's actually been quite enjoyable. A few days of Gran Fondo riding with the gruppetto has been nice, and we've really enjoyed it. So I wouldn't say we've had any really tough days yet where we've struggled with time cut or anything, but yeah, now we have a few days we can be involved in the race, which is always nice as well.
And with Tim's injuries from that crash in the time trial, possibly change your role in these stages coming up, or
no, I think we still sprint with Tim. He's feeling okay and good enough to sprint, so we go for Tim as he's one of the fastest guys in the race, I think, unquestionably. So we go for another win with him.